Welcome to the video. My name is Agent Double Sonic. This video is a belated birthday gift for my niece Athena. I am creating a sculpture of Minnie Mouse with the backdrop just like I did in the video right here for my other niece Trinity. So I love you. Hopefully you had a beautiful birthday. I was there. It was a great birthday, but now here's the video. And for everyone else, my honest thoughts will be at the end of this video. It is interesting, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, Athena's favorite character is Minnie Mouse, and I wanted to go outside my familiarity and try the new character design from the Mickey Mouse shorts. You know, this one? Yeah, so I need to actually do some character studies, and the best way I think I can do so, or attempt to do so, is to doodle up various emotions, body languages, perspectives of the characters, pretty much different character designs within the show, and how they're styled. And I'm going to be converting this from the 2D to 3D, or well, attempt to. And I need all the practice I can get. Also, I'm creating a completely new design, but not all final designs are set in stone, as you can see on the iPad. I collated this quickly, and this is what I wanted to create off of, but there was a small doodle I did on the sketch pad on the side that I really liked, and I thought it would look better as a sculpture. Minnie carrying the cake, screaming, running in the distance. Why? I'm not too sure, but I went with it anyways. So I gessoed the wood panel, and as you all remember, doing this helps the paint sit better and the panel doesn't suck up all the paint, so you use less in theory. Now that I gessoed this panel, it's time for me to set this aside to dry, and it was time to craft. I will put all my materials and tools that I use in the description box below, from the pasta maker, or the pasta maker, down to the tools I'll be using for the sculptures and stuff like that. And the links if you want to buy them. I get nothing out of it. It's just so that way you know what they are. So I have to get the armature set up with the body, and I decided to use this thicker gauge wire and aluminum foil to bulk up the body, and I thought we were doing pretty good. Using my references, Minnie's ears were about the same size as her face, or her head. So let's roll a few more aluminum foil spheres and some wire to set them in place. And I hate all of this. So tore the ears off, and I had to make them smaller. And then it was time for the mouth. Now the mouth I made out of some like skinny noodles of clay that I had rolled out for the screaming effect. Now, the older styles of Minnie and Mickey, their expressions weren't as exaggerated as this newer style. So I made the eyes and the mouth even more like, oof. The arms, this is where I realized I changed the entire idea of how I want to sculpt Minnie. Not only because I didn't make the arms long enough, that was not the original reason, but that was probably the reason. But I was going to change them to be longer. But then, you know what? You know what I realized? Let's just change it. Let's just change it from carrying it above her head to in front of her. I added more clay to hold her arms in place, and her legs would be in the running stance. One, you know, like you're running, so one leg in front and then one behind you. But we need to add the clothing. I made her skirt, skirt with puffy leggings. I don't exactly know the dressing terminology, but I did it anyways, and the legs were next. I didn't want to add aluminum foil to the legs, cause then it would have bulked them out too much. The shoes, I went full Kingdom Hearts on it, and I had to make them gigantic for two reasons. One, to make the run the focus, and two, the most important, to keep the sculpture steady. Anyways, I thought this would be kind of smart to distribute the weight. And before the first bake in the oven, I wanted to smooth out the face and the mouth and reduce the eye size, add the eyelashes, you know. And I did try to make the cake, and I quickly found out even with my aluminum foil cake, it was still going to be too heavy. And this is also why I decided to adjust her from carrying the cake above her head to closer to her body. Then I added more clay. But now it was time to bake. Oh, okay. So a few things happened while she was baking in the oven. The first thing was when I went to check on her, she fell over. So I assume it was when I closed the oven door, and I didn't realize that even with me propping her up that she fell over. I quickly stood her up by using some shish kebab sticks. I just like propped them up. Second, I realized I didn't have her hat on. And thirdly, Because when she fell, there was a few cracks on the back of her head, the shoes, and a few other areas that came up. So I used oven bake adhesive, added a few more noodles of clay and smaller like surface clays to fill in the cracks and where the sticks were on the cake. And since she was already baked at this point, I used the shish kebab sticks and I propped her up by the arms. Now I did change the eyes because instead of them having pupils, I was just going to make them flat and then I was just going to paint over them. The hat I did create with the smaller cylinder and an even smaller one. And the stem of the flower, I used the thinner wire. I popped that into the hat, and then the flower is a circle, and then the petals were even smaller circles that I pressed together and then, well, made the flower. I wanted them to be thick enough so that way it doesn't crack, but not too thick where it'll like break the stem from the hat. But now that we made the hat, the flowers, and everything else, let's go ahead and bake her one more time, and then let her cool down the paint. On to the paint. The paints I'm using, and this is in no particular order, are going to be Liquitex, Golden Fluid Acrylics, and lastly, Thick Body Master Touch paints. All acrylic, of course. The colors are going to be based off the references of Minnie Mouse, so while I paint her, I want to give you an update on my future videos and artwork. And, well, cue the time lapse now. So, Sean, what have you been up to? What's been going on, and why haven't I been uploading as frequently? Well, I can do a simple blanket term and I can pause everything and just put life. But if I want to go a little bit more in depth, I wanted to stay true when I said I wanted to rebrand from last year, and that was quality over quantity, even if it takes long for me to get the videos out. Now, albeit when I said that, my schedule was not how it is now. I've been trying to get things in order to make time to work on them, but I do have a different job now, and without giving too much out, except for those that I converse with on a more personal level, I've been working on a food truck since February, and my days are minimum 10 to 15 hours, and when I get home, my days are usually back to back to back, and I really do try, but after being with food that long, the only thing I want to do is wash up and then just not be on my feet. The weekends, I have been busy with my family and traveling, so I haven't been able to work on the commissions, which I'm still working on them. I just can't take them on the go, especially the sizes of these last few ones. Traveling is also why I haven't been able to actually work on the iPad with the art, because I'm the one doing the driving. So, yeah. Okay, what I missed? Lack of videos, schedule. Future videos. So, my videos from this point on and what to expect. Commissions, yes, they're still being done in the works, but there's a lot of footage, a lot of production that has to be done. I am doing all this as one person. Well, duh, because I don't have a lot of subscribers, but the ones I do have, y'all real ones, thank you. Right now I am a one-man team. The Brother Lady does help me out every now and then with some filming, so Brother Lady, thank you. My filming space. I went from a full-size studio setup to an office space, into which I'm very grateful for, but the office space is also where I have my bedroom. It's my art desk, my computer setup. My bed is literally inches away from my desk, and there's a lot of setup and breakdown that happens every single day, just about. Break away from the update, let's go back to the actual painting, onto the background. I'll be freestyling the panel with the schemes to be similar to like the shorts. I'll put a little bit of examples here on that kind of style. So essentially, you know what I'm going to be doing. Let's go ahead and go back to the updates. New videos. I have literally been holding on to this one idea I've had for now almost a month. It's been sitting on my desk. I see it every day. And it's a super unconventional medium. I'm very interested to try it. Without giving too much up, I think you're going to enjoy it. That's going to be in the mix of the commission. I'm not just going to have a full gauntlet of all the commission videos, because they do take so long to get created, and I want to do them correctly. But it won't take as long to make, in hopes to get back on track. There's a video collab that I did with my love, so love, thank you for that one. There's an AI video I did back in Florida. There's a few videos still left, even though I said that that last video was my last one. There's a lot that were filmed that never got to come to fruition. What else? Oh, the behind the scenes channel, card is right here, is going to get some love there too for some of my other videos that don't necessarily fit or I think would do well here on the main channel. So yeah, there's going to be some over there. My sightseeing channel, I guess I kind of could get back on that one. That one's a little bit harder to do, but I think I can get a little bit more videos out. For those that don't know, I was doing a whole like sightseeing, like travel blog kind of thing, but that's not on the main ideas. Right now I'm just trying to improve my skills on a few other things. What else? I've been thinking about doing more incorporations of more practical things, like practicing my drawings and paintings. Not so much like doing full executions of like art pieces, but more so just like studies, if you will. Probably like 10 styles, but in a different way. Not like 10 styles of different characters, but like maybe something a little bit more archaic or things of that nature, like different, I don't know, art styles of different artists. Who knows? This one, I know I keep doing this, bear with me here. For the last year or so, I know a lot of these have been saying last year because a lot of these are ideas that I've had. There's been an idea I've wanted to do of a Let's Play where I get to interact with y'all, where I would do this game called Passport Art, and Captain Star-Lord, he knows the game. I wanted to do that, and I thought it'd be pretty cool to have y'all with me, but that would involve me having to do a live stream. But my internet is not the best here, so that's gonna have to kind of wait until later on in the year. But yeah, that pretty much being said, you've seen the entire painting of the sculpture. You've seen the painting in the background, and now there's nothing left for me to do but go back to past future me, share the final shots and my honest thoughts on this piece. So current me, which is past me, going on to future me, which is still past me but future past me. Take it away. Hello, this is future past me that past me was talking about. Now let me give you my last bit of thoughts and everything. Sorry about the hair. Well, let's get to it, shall we? So, the backdrop and Minnie. This is how she's gonna be placed. You get the idea. She's gonna be running. Right here where her foot is where she's going to be like flushed with the character. Now, it's not the best. She's a little bit too angular on this. Here's gonna be the backdrop where she's running, like so. See if it shows well. Okay, you can see her. So not too bad. There are a lot of things that could have been done a little bit better in my personal opinion, but for what it's worth, I do like it. I do like the perspective. I have learned a lot from this sculpture. She does have a little bit of a creepiness to it. So Athena, I know this is super late, but happy birthday. I love you. And hopefully you enjoy this. Now that being said, hello, it is me again. So this is Minnie. There's a lot of things that need to be addressed and situated, but for the most part, it wasn't too bad. I probably will need to put a varnish on this, and after I just touched it, there are a few things I learned. The back piece right here needed to be smoothed out a little bit more. The fingerprints didn't show up as bad, but the painting itself is something to be desired. Her eyes freak me out, so there we go. The cake came out a little bit better than I thought. This is kind of tacky, so the parts that I did in the golden fluid, those are smooth. The liquid text held up as well, but the master touch, which particularly the one color I did was in red, has a little tack feel to it, and this is of course not varnished. But you've watched this video so far and so long, so thank you for that. Minnie, you're gonna get placed somewhere so you don't get messed up. I didn't put a varnish on this at all. The background was a little simplistic, but it does the job done. It gets the job done well. And yeah. So yeah. I didn't do a lot of script for this. I know it looked a hot mess. Peace, love, and hot sauce. Oh yeah, you heard past me talk about it, but we are in a different area for the studio, so I have a lot of work to do, and hopefully you enjoy this video. Again, this is very, very, very delayed, and I do apologize. But just like last time, Athena, happy birthday. I love you. I don't know how to end this. Actually, I do. Peace, love, and hot sauce, and as always, thanks for watching.